Hi, in this tutorial we'll be looking at breadth first traversals. Have you ever wondered why it is called breadth first? Actually, in breadth first traversals, we first try to look at all the neighbors of a node, which is in contrast to depth first traversal, where we keep on going away from a node. Now let's discuss certain rules of breadth first traversals. First of all the nodes will be marked white. Then as we traverse a node, it will be sent to a queue and it will be marked gray. So at any instance the queue will hold all the gray nodes. Then we'll dequeue one node from the queue holding these all gray nodes, and we'll mark that dequeued node as black. We'll find out all the neighbors of that black node and enqueue them. So in each iteration we are basically dequeuing one element from this queue of gray elements, and then we are enqueuing all the discovered neighbors of that node. Now let's see how it is done. In the very beginning all the nodes are marked with distance infinity. Then we start at the root as S, and its distance is set to be 0. Now we color it gray, and then we'll be enqueuing it. After this we discover the neighbors of this node, and it is marked black and it is dequeued. The discovered vertices are colored gray and the distance is updated. Since R and W is at a unit distance, so we update the distance as 1. And notice that both of them have been enqueued now. Now in the next step we'll be finding the neighbor of R. So as we found Z to be the neighbor of R, we dequeued R and marked it black, and then the distance of Z is updated. Remember, this distance is from the root from where we started. Now as you notice, Z has been enqueued now, and next W will be dequeued and we'll be looking for its neighbors. W goes out, and now we'll be enqueuing T and X. Notice that T and X have been updated with their distance from S as 2, and as we enqueue T and X, the next to be dequeued is Z. So we will be looking for the neighbors of Z in the next step. And we find that there are no white nodes adjacent to Z, so Z is simply dequeued and it is marked black. Now the next to be dequeued is T. So we found out U to be adjacent to T. T is dequeued and marked black, and then U will be enqueued now. U is also enqueued. Next to be dequeued is X. We find that Y is adjacent to X, so Y will be enqueued this time, and X will be dequeued and marked black. And notice the distance of Y will be 3 this time. Now if you next to be dequeued will be U, but there is no white node adjacent to U, so it will be simply dequeued and marked black. And then we'll be looking at Y, because that will be the only element left in the queue at the time, and then we'll again find no white element adjacent to Y, so it will be simply dequeued, and this completes our breadth first traversal.